Well, first, I want to thank our WOW alumni for coming today to share WOW. Every time I see you, my heart just bursts because of all the good work that you're doing, and you're living your best life, and that's what our work is so valuable and so important. And so, the five of you are multiplied by 100 million. So today, just want to kind of talk to you about WOW and what WOW has done for you. So first, I want you to introduce yourself, and then I'm going to ask you to paint a picture of what you were like before WOW and how you are now.
Hello. Hi, guys. So my name is Dominique. I'm 20. I graduated high school in 2016. So before WOW, I was very confused. I was going through a lot mentally, and I didn't know it. Like, I dealt with depression, anxiety, all the things, but I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what I was going through. So I was just kind of like, what's wrong with me? But I never did anything about it, because who could you go to for something that you don't even know what you feel? Like, so I just, over the summer, I was just kind of like, okay, like, this is just how it is. So my senior year, we got WOW, which was the first year WOW was ever in our school. And I remember I seen a WOW counselor. She came up to me, and I didn't know who she was. And she was like, so, like, I'm doing this program, about women, and, like, we're doing, like, yeah. Yeah. Core values. Yeah, core values. And do you want to do it? And I'm like, sure, I'll try anything once. So I did it, and yeah, I always say, like, I didn't know I needed WOW until I got it. And I think having that relationship with my counselor, very open and very easy to talk to and very understanding, she made me feel comfortable to go to her for whatever it was that I needed, and she never judged me. And I think, like, that was part of the reason I didn't want to tell anyone, because I didn't want people to think, oh, she's crazy, you know what I mean? You know how people always have a different idea. And so she was just very open and understanding. And when we did self-awareness, we did talk about depression. And I was like, oh, okay, this is what it is. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, it educated me on what I was going through. And it helped me a lot. It helped me get, it helped me get better at dealing with what I was going through. And my counselor and I would always have plans to, like, help me get through what I was going through. And so it was baby steps, but now I can say I've gotten so much better. I have a way better understanding of what it is, and how to deal with it better, I should say. And yeah, I think especially, like, going through it and knowing that it's okay to feel this way, and it's, like, it's normal. People always go through stuff like that, and it's okay. And I think it's given me a bigger perspective on it, I guess. And it makes me want to help other people who are going through what I went through. So, yeah.
Oh, well, Dominique, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
My name is LaShonda. I'm 18, and I graduated in 2018, so I'm a freshman in college. I can give a descriptive, so it's like I was trying to plant trees, but my trees kept, like, dying, because I was trying to be in control of things that I can't control. So being a part of WOW, they planted roots. And those roots were the 5 core values. Now I'm getting a tree. You get what I'm saying?
All right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I got a tree, and those trees have fruits on them. And those fruits are not just for me. It's for other young women You know what I'm saying? So it's not just for me to keep. It's for her to get, her to get. Like she said, it multiplied. And you can see it by what they present you with. So, yeah, that's the best way I can put it. But that's what it was.
Okay. Hello. My name is Taylor. I'm 19. I graduated in 2018. A picture I could give you of myself before a while was like basically like a turtle. Like, you know how they like go into their shell and like you can't see them? That basically was me. But like then after a while, like I'm like a kangaroo. That's like
All right now.
watch out, you know? Like so yeah, WoW really helped me like come out of my shell and like get to know myself and then like allow other people to get to know me, because I would be if you don't know yourself, you can't let other people know who you are either. So WoW helped me find like my voice and like know what I don't like, what I do like, and like understand myself mentally, emotionally, and like sometimes even physically, and like understand that like what I go through, a lot of people go through, and that there are people that can help you and you don't have to go through it alone. And it gives you the tools to help other people not go through it alone too.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Najee. I'm 19. I graduated in 2017. I'm now a sophomore in college. I will get my associates in December. When I first entered the WOW program, I was in a really toxic relationship. You know, high school sweethearts, we don't know what we're really getting ourselves into until you're already 10 feet deep. You're already in there, you know. But when I joined the program, my counselor, she seen what was going on, and she really pulled me to the side. And through the counseling sessions, I really learned more about what my worth and what I should and shouldn't be putting up with. Love is not in high school was not really it's not really feasible at that point, and I didn't realize that until later on. And that core value healthy relationships that helped me learn a lot more and helped me build better relationships with other people outside of the relationship, because the relationship made me really close myself off to the outside world, and I didn't realize it was happening until it was too late. So the program really helped me find myself when I got lost in a place that I didn't know where I was, and it helped me just really become the woman that I am now, because no woman, we're not, as a woman, I'm not going to be, my worth is not going to be determined by a man, period. Like, so so now I know my worth, and I'm making strides forward to the future. And I'm like, I have a younger sister, so I'm teaching her that this is not what you do, and this is what a healthy relationship, because somebody else taught me. So it took for someone to teach me for me to teach others. And if I didn't know in the first place, I wouldn't be able to shed the light. And I'm glad that someone shed the light on me in the first place. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Monique Harvey. I'm 21. I graduated out of WOW in 2016. Okay, this picture that I can paint is, if you think of a child when they want to draw and they crayon, and then it's like a bunch of scrabbles all over the place, a bunch of random, what do you call those? Not lines, shapes. There you go. Random shapes everywhere. That's what I was like when I first joined WOW. I didn't know that what I was going through was something that a lot of people go through when they have a parent who was neglected and then another parent. It was kind of like an hereditary thing that had been coming down my line for generations and generations. And then at a young age, I was paying bills. I was doing a lot of things that weren't my responsibility. And so when I got into WOW, they was able to not only help me find housing, but to make sure that I didn't, fail any classes. That was my senior year of high school. So if you could think of, a senior who's taking on a lot, and then I have to be an adult, like, who wants to do that? And it's like, when I came into WOW, she kind of took me and molded me. Like, if you think of a dough or a piece of Play-Doh, like, it was crazy. Like, and she just took me, put me in a little ball, and just sat me there. I was like, okay, I helped you, now, make me proud. So WOW, WOW has really been that molder, that cookie dough shaper that I needed to help put me in a position to not only do better by me, but do better by people around, because I treated people around me like crap. It was like, why are you talking to me? I don't know you. I don't like you. You're not doing anything for me. You're not helping me. So you can get out of my face. So I was pretty much about that type. And even towards my family, if you think about it, you understand, if you next somebody, like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you. So yeah, that was what WOW was for me.
Um, I'm listening to you women, and I'm hearing a common thread. And as someone put it, the 5 core values are the roots to the tree. And you are very much an evidence of what that really is. And as I continue to hear about understanding, that core value of self-awareness is the foundation of helping you identify who I am and where I fit into this place. But I also heard you say helping someone else. And for me, that's the leadership core value. Being a leader of yourself, but also being a leader to others, to help others. It's reaching back. And that kind of practice multiplied by, say, 30,000 WOW women, it's millions of girls that we can touch. So I just kind of, I got to applaud for you. I got to. I have to. What lessons, if you can name one lesson in WOW that really had a huge impact on you, which one would have been and why?
I'm gonna actually. I have a few lessons. When I tell you I was a wreck, I was a wreck. Okay, people thought no, I'm gonna keep that comment to myself. But it was a few lessons. Healthy relationships definitely one. I was dealing with a man who was like old enough to be my dad, and I didn't know he was kind of taking advantage of me, And then at that time, I had came from the suburbs, so I was kind of a little advanced. So like everything when I came here was easy. So when they give me my work, I'll be really bored. So my first class was an honors physics class, and I only came during that class to do tests and quizzes. That's how I passed. I passed with an A, and I only came to do my quizzes and homework, and which I barely did that, but I still passed with an A. And during that time, instead of me being in school to like find other proactive things to do, I was with him. And one day we did some activity, and it was just pointing out to like a lot of different things, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait, like, oh no. So I gotta get out of this. And that healthy relationships, also self-awareness, because I was a cutter. So I used to cut myself like every week or so, maybe even more. And when we did a practice on self-awareness and the emotions that I felt, and I realized that every time that I wanted to cut, it was because that someone either made me mad or I didn't have control of my emotions. And especially Miss Johnson, and who's in this room in the back, I'm going to call you out. She made me aware of the fact, my emotions, my thoughts, which affect my emotions, which affect my behavior, which was why I was cutting, which was why I was dealing with the guy, which it was a lot of lessons, and I could keep going on and on. But a lot of the things that I was going through then, I became self-aware and WOW.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I think that the biggest thing that I needed in WOW was pies, check-ins. So pies is, for those of you who don't know what pies is a check-in. So you tell how you feel physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. And I think that really helped me a lot because we just need somebody to talk to. We just need to talk, you know what I'm saying? And WOW was incorporated into my school schedule, so it was almost at the end of the day, and I done been through a whole lot of day already, you know what I'm saying? I need to talk about the day I done already experienced, you know what I'm saying? And you don't realize how much you need to talk until you're already talking. And the thing my problem was I internalized a lot of my trauma. So I always thought that it's just me. I'm dealing with this on my own. I'm going to fix it myself. You know what I'm saying? We as women, we're like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? We take the world on our backs, and it's not always just on our backs. And that's how it was at such a young age. I went through something traumatizing my freshman year in high school, and I carried it on my back, and I didn't talk about it. I didn't want to go to counseling about it, and I didn't realize how much it was affecting me. So actually, when I started talking about it and actually being able to release the emotion, it helped me reflect upon it, like reset, and
Reflect, reset,
and
re-engage.
re-engage. So it helped me take a step back and realize that you're not alone. You're not the only person that's going through this. Let it go. That was the biggest part for me. Was let it go. It's yes, it has, it's baggage, but sit it down, take a walk. You can pick it back up later, or you can leave it where it is. You don't have to come back to it. And that really helped me because everything was just like, I feel like I was a burden, and everything was just weighing down so heavily on me. And it really lifted a weight off of my chest that I didn't know that it was there. You never know you breathe until you like take a deep breath and it's like, oh, air.
One of the values that like I really enjoyed was visionary goal setting. And like you don't realize that you all over the place until somebody asks you a question and you like, what? You want me to answer that? But I'm the type of person that likes to be in control of everything, and like I dream big, which isn't a problem. Like I still dream big, but like visionary goal setting helped me prioritize my dreams and like make realistic goals to get to my bigger dreams. So instead of just like jumping headfirst into like the biggest dream I had, I'd learned that I needed to take steps to get there. Like I'm gonna get there no matter what, but I just need stepping stones to get to that point. And it's okay not to just go straight to that dream. It's okay to have like a pathway to that dream, and it's okay to like maybe have a setback and then have to reevaluate your dream, or have to reevaluate that goal for that week or that month or something like that. So visionary goal setting actually helped a lot in my life, like with prioritizing and like going to school and like stuff like that. So yeah.
I would like to say leadership and visionary goals. So we started, me and Taylor, because we went to the same school. So we started our freshman year of high school, and we started to have a lot of different counselors, which was okay. We went through four different counselors. And so we didn't want to go backwards in what we learned already with the core values, so we had to do leadership in it. So we had to also teach our counselor at that time, like, okay, so we already did that, and I don't want to go back. I just want to keep going, So not only was she teaching us, but we were teaching her and those counselors. So we built a better connection with that, because communicating is the key, And visionary goals, like she said, it really hits you. And we all agreed in my group, she was a part of it as well, that we did not want to just leave off with visionary goals and not do anything. So we was like, why don't we have just a wow gala like type of thing at our own school in our gym, and have all the wow groups that are part of it, and we lead them and say, we went through these same steps and we're going to hand it off to you. So like I said, planting roots, giving them the apple, giving them that seed, so they can do the trees as well. So that's what we did, and it actually turned out well, better than I thought, literally better than we thought. And it was mind-blowing to them to hear our testimonies, because we also did a panel as well, saying that I was just in your same shoes. I understand what self-awareness was, emotional intelligence, healthy relationships. All those things were also hard for us. So it's not like, oh, you're in that group, you can't talk to us because we're seniors. It was like, no, we are all sisters, and no one's excluded. There is no favorite. We're all together, and we have to realize that as women as well. It's not about winning, it's all of us winning. You get what I'm saying?
I think the biggest lesson I've learned is to never settle, and that things get better. I think when I was going through what I was going through before, wow, I just kind of was like, well, I had this idea that this is how it is, and this is how it's just always going to be. So I settled, and I was like, oh, well, this is my fate, whatever. And when I got wow, I realized, like, no, like, there's people out there that care for you, and like she was saying, like, you don't have to carry everything. Like, you can let go, like, but I didn't know that. And then I think wow just made me realize, like, wow, like, I can actually release everything, and I don't have to go through it alone, that I don't have to just settle for the worst. Like, I can do better, and things do really get better. And I tell myself that all the time now. I'm like, things really get better. Like, I don't know, it's just amazing to see how far I've come. And yeah, it's just a great feeling.
So I don't know about you, but at 19, 20, and now in my 50s, I didn't have a fraction of the self-awareness that these young women have. Let's give them a hand for being here.